Welcome to my channel! Today, we will be taking a look at the career of one of the youngest Fortnite pros. If you don't know who Rezon is, well, buckle up because today we will go through his entire career from a young age all the way to now. If you have watched this video until the end, then you will be able to tell me what Rezon position is in Fortnite. If you're ready, let's go! In order to do this correctly, I am going to start off with some of the most spectacular and lightning-fast moves that Rezon has done in the game. We will then go back to the beginning and work our way through his career. This is a must, if you want to understand why these clips are so impressive. A lot of people probably thought that Rezon was gonna be a one-hit wonder, or that he would fall off like many other young talents before him. However, season after season, he has proven everyone wrong and has shown maturity beyond his years. Now, let's go back to the beginning. Here we see some old gameplay from Rezon when he was just getting started. It's insane to think that he was even playing tournaments at this young of an age. These are images from various small tournaments that were played in summer of 2019. Keep in mind that he was just 12 years old. He didn't make any big splashes yet, but he was just getting started. He had a long way to go. Fast forward a bit, and we see some more results from Rezon. But now he is really starting to get his name out there. We see that he starts getting some nice placements in FNC's Chapter 1, Season 2. Not bad for a 13-year-old kid. Now let's fast forward again, and we will see something crazy. This is Rezon in the FNC's finals for Chapter 1, Season 3. What's so special about this? Well, this is where everything changed. This is where he made a name for himself and became a household name in the Fortnite community. He took home 80 grand after placing 6th in the finals. And this is where the world got introduced to one of the most exciting young talents ever. The aggression, the confidence, the mechanical ability. It was all on display in those finals. Let's take a look at some of the clips from those games. As you can see, he is already showing off some of the insane mechanics that he is known for. Everyone was shocked by this performance, and no one had ever seen anyone play like this before. He became an overnight sensation, and everyone was talking about the young gun. Let's watch a few more clips from this tournament. This is a triple pump edit, and I've never seen anyone do this before or since. And this clip shows off his amazing accuracy and reaction time. There's no one else in the world who can do this. And this is why Rezon stands out from the rest of the pack. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to win this tournament. But just qualifying for the finals was a huge accomplishment for someone of his age. This is the stuff that dreams are made of. Let's take a quick break and look at the stats for this tournament. 44 eliminations with a KG ratio of 3.12. This is very impressive. However, this was only the beginning for Rezon. After this tournament, he went on to compete in many more large events, and each time he did, he performed incredibly well. Here we see him in the FNC's finals again for Chapter 1, Season 4. Unfortunately, he didn't perform quite as well as last time, but still, a top 20 placement isn't bad at all. Many people said that Rezon would be able to keep up his level of play and that he would fall off, but they were wrong. Again, here we see him in another major event, the Winter Royale. And once again, he didn't disappoint. He took home over 200 grand after placing 3rd in the finals. There were many other great performances after this, but I won't bore you with too many more clips. The next major event that we need to talk about is the T. Martin Summer Skirmish. This is where Rezon finally got his first taste of victory in a major event. He took home $1 million after winning this tournament, and this is where people started to take notice. You can clearly see that all of the hours of practice that Rezon put in are paying off. This is what you get when you dedicate your life to something. It's important to note that he was no longer a nobody, and that every single person in the lobby knew who he was. That takes a lot of mental strength and focus to be able to perform under that type of pressure. Here's a few more clips from this tournament so you can see how dominant he was. And as you can see, he is destroying the competition. At this point, it was clear that Rezon wasn't just a one-hit wonder and that he was here to stay. Many people doubted him, but he proved them all wrong. Let's fast forward to FNC's Chapter 2, Season 2. This is where Rezon really started to cement himself as one of the GOATs. He took home over 500 grand after placing second in the finals. This was a very impressive feat because he was up against the best of the best. The competition was fierce and the prize pool was massive. It was no easy task, but Reese managed to pull it off. Here a couple clips from the finals so you can see how close he was to winning it all. In the first clip, he gets sniped right after editing, which is unlucky. But in the second clip, you can see that he is hot dropping the best player in the world at that time, Aquarin. Everyone thought that Rezon was going to crumble under the pressure, but he stayed calm and collected and ended up getting the victory royale. After this, it was clear that Rezon was one of the best players in the world. And he had the trophies to back it up. Let's fast forward a bit to the FNC's finals for Chapter 2, Season 5. Once again, Rezon did not disappoint. He teamed up with two other pros, MCN and High Distro, and they took home over 600 grand after placing second. This was another impressive feat because the competition was fierce. They went undefeated in their group stage and only lost one match in the final. They were extremely close to winning it all. But unfortunately, they fell short. Let's take a look at some of their highlights from this tournament. And as you can see, they were unstoppable. These three were a great team and they had a blast playing together. They were all cheering each other on and celebrating their victories together. The future looked bright for Rezon, and many people were expecting him to continue his success. Let's take a look at his stats from this tournament. 112 eliminations with a KD ratio of 3.3. This is very impressive considering that they played 13 games total. It's safe to say that Rezon is one of the most mechanically gifted players in the world. No one else can do what he does. Let's fast forward to FNCS, Chapter 2, Season 6. Here we see Rezon competing again and taking home over 100 grand after placing 12th. Not a bad performance for a 16-year-old kid. This shows that he is able to hold his own against the best of the best. Let's take a look at some of his highlights from this tournament. And as you can see, he is still one of the most mechanically gifted players in the world. His mechanics are unmatched, and he is able to outduel almost anyone. As we approach the end of the video, I want to send a shout out to Rezon for inspiring so many young players. He is a role model, and he shows that anything is possible if you set your mind to it. It doesn't matter how old you are or where you come from. All that matters is that you have the passion and dedication to succeed. Rezon is a true inspiration, and he will continue to make waves in the Fortnite community. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like. Thanks for watching.